The Office of National Statistics confirmed that net migration into the UK will be increasing by 200,000 a year, and this is despite the fact that the government promised us that Brexit means we can control our borders. They did say we're going to take back control. They did say that leaving the European Union means that we're going to have Priti Patel, a strong Brexiteer and pro-border control minister, to control the Home Office and make sure that we actually have a proper migration policy. And despite her new legislation that's obviously going to come through and everything else this government is doing, that's not going to change much, because the ONS are now saying that net migration will increase by 200,000 per year for the next decade. And this is a big problem because some people are trying to spin it. You could see it from two different angles. One angle is this is a positive angle for the population, because this is the first time in these years that we're now experiencing that if we don't have any migration, the population is going down. So there are more people losing their lives than being born. So that's, in terms of the numbers, you could say that migration is replacing those people. Fine. But there is a problem. There is a slight difference. And this is where the debate is very sensitive. And not many people could talk about it. I can talk about it because I won't be accused of certain things. And I still, unfortunately, get accused of everything from but the opposite side, the left. But the reality is, you cannot have the first generation of migrants from any culture, well, specifically from cultures that are not similar to the Anglo-Saxons, to be higher than second generation or third generation, or just generally speaking, people who have been born in this country. It will destroy the complete mentality of the culture in any country. Same applies if we all randomly decide to move to Saudi Arabia or South Korea. The same applies to every other nation with a flag and a border. It's their territory. This is quite interesting because, as we said, UK population projected is there to rise to 69.2 million by in about 8 years time, I think. By technically 10 years time, mid 2030s, and then it will go to 71 million by mid 2045. So the way it's going, it's not just in terms of population. It's not really just about the numbers, because some people talk about that in terms of lack of space or public services, schools and hospitals. That's one issue, of course, but there is also definitely an issue with this wave affecting the culture of Britain. Whether you like it or not, that's the reality, and that applies, as I said, to any other territory. Same applies to South Korea or Japan or Saudi, wherever you want to talk about. Now, this is the situation because last year we had 3 times as many migrants crossing the channel from France than 2020. That's why things have been getting so bad, but it's good for them because they get free Domino's pizza. They get free Domino's, they get free, obviously 4-star hotels near Kent and other places as well, and free money, and it's an attractive country. Of course it's an attractive country, we can't deny that. The Remainers who thought that we're going to vote to leave the EU in 2016 and nobody likes this country anymore. Why is it that they're still coming here then? They're running away from France. They want to come here because this is a better country on so many levels. But we have to look after our own interests first. We have to take care of our own people first. And then you could help your neighbors. That's just common sense conservatism. It's nothing against anybody from different cultures or different skin colors. Look after your own people first. Then, if you have obviously the efforts that you can actually make, then your neighbors and everybody else as well. That's the reality, and we should really call it out for what it is. Thanks again, guys, for watching. We're going to have more updates throughout the evening. Subscribe to the channel. On my TC, we are the media.